That was a lot of fun to make.
Yeah.
Say hi, guys. How are you? My name is Emiliano. I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Thank you very much for all your music all these years. It's a lot for me. My question is for the three of you. It's about, this Ain't the Love Song was a huge, big hit down here in South America and in Argentina. And when
You didn't get that memo.
and I want to know what do you remember about the recording process or writing process of that song, of any memory performing it live, the three of you, or the lyrics, or the music, the intro keys of David, or...
Is that's on These Days?
Yes.
Why I asked that silly question is, we had done Crossroads, which was the Greatest Hits, Volume 1. And then we stuck 2 songs on there, not even knowing how people would respond to them. Well, fuck. One of them was Always, and the other one was Someday I'll Be Saturday Night. 2 monster hit songs. The great news is we had 2 monster hit songs. The bad news is that it affected the release and the reception to These Days. So where you tell us, and I don't think we're being disingenuous, like, This Ain't a Love Song was not a hit in America. Not a hit. And so when we're not here to know, and we haven't played it enough, that we come here and then you go, oh, that song was a hit here. We're like, oh, I forgot. And we didn't even know.
Yeah, I don't remember much about the song at all.
I remember the song.
We don't do it. We've maybe done it once or
We
twice.
did a couple.
We used to do it then. We used
Yeah,
to do
we-
it years ago. We don't do it anymore because it wasn't a hit in Europe and it wasn't a hit in America.
People fall asleep.
So honestly, I forgot about it. None. I'd have to go listen to the record. I remember I liked the song. I remember it had you had to pay attention to what the meaning was. It was a little smart, but it was not a hit in America. It wasn't a hit in Europe, and that's why we don't play it. Now we know.
Now we know. Put it on the list.
All right.
Hi, I'm Cheryl from Nashville. And by the way, I'd offered to buy you a cup of coffee next time you were in town. You were there and recorded and never contacted me, and I'm really hurt.
We called up and kept getting the answer machine.
Well, I even knew where you were, but no, I didn't come down. But no, seriously, David, you have your Broadway play starting in March. Any chance of a Runaway trip associated with the play? And then the big burning question from your European tour. I was at the show in Dublin and the UK. What was the deal with the maracas? That was all over social media. Sometimes you used the maracas for Keep the Faith, and sometimes you didn't. And it was always like, where are the maracas? Why? I know, that's a really... But fans want to know.
Okay. Thank you. In truth, since 1992, I've been doing this. I'm fucking tired of doing that. People say, well, why aren't you playing guitar on Wanted Dead or Alive? Because since 1986, I've been doing it. If you fall into like a certain movement already, it's getting old. When I know that these tribute bands know my every breath and move and stuff, I had to shake the tree. So I'm not interested in those maracas, and I'm not interested in, if I don't want to play guitar on the songs I play guitar on, or we're playing guitar on stuff that I didn't play guitar on. Just to shake the tree some. Because that's all it is. It's all it is. It's just, gotta shake the tree. One thing we don't want to be is a nostalgia band, and I don't want to be stuck in a rut doing the same stuff. And, I know we want to keep playing the hits for everybody every night, but on the other hand, you gotta find other ways to, get your own rocks shook.
And now we have Everett that's shaking everything.
Yeah, that too.
He's got a lot.
That too. That too.
And your first question, you have to ask Matt. He runs all the
If you
Runaway
want
stuff.
to do it, you should do it. If you can get enough people to come, it'd be fun.
We're already planning on social media to come in a group or not, so.
There you go, Matt.
There you go, Matt.
David's gonna act out all the roles of Diana, starting with the princess herself.
It's exhausting. I'll pay to see that.
It's going to be huge.
I would pay to see that too.
Yeah, go to New York and buy your tickets on Broadway. Diana's gonna be monsters.
Get him now online.
Hi guys, I'm very happy to be here. It's a pleasure. John, I would like to ask you about Soul Foundation. It's a brilliant work that you have been done in US. I would like to understand what moves you to go ahead with this project and what would be the next steps if you want to keep in US or abroad, I don't know.
No, we're really only doing it in the US because at the end of the day, we understand the government. You know, there's housing, there's social housing in other countries, and the need for housing in, where was I recently? I was in Croatia, and I was on the land, and I was talking to some of the locals about the homeless issue, and they said, people here tend to take care of their family members, and even if there's mental illness, they find ways to take care of them. So there wasn't as much of a homeless issue in Croatia. So you learn these kinds of things. In the UK, the housing stuff is taken care of by the government. And so, you know, there's different laws in different countries, right? In America, the homeless crisis is really becoming terrible, and there's always a need for food insecurity. So again, in the most prosperous nation on the planet ever, to not be able to house or feed our people is tragic. So it's left to the private sector. And then to answer your question about next steps, we realize that college kids are hungry. So we're opening one in the end of the year at Rutgers University in New Jersey, and then we'll see how it goes from there. So,
Hi, John. My name is Carolina. I'm from Piracicaba.